to the channel, and today we're going to continue with our Hogwarts Legacy profile. So as you can see, we have just done Defense Against the Dark Arts. Okay, we can go map. So as you will see, we would have like a moth frame and flying off the shelves, but we want to go to cross ones first. Down, 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 down.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Awesome.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Haha. Of course I am.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Ooh, I'm so scared. Not. Sorry.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant.
That's what I'm hoping.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Well, thank you.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
Of course you do.
Just wait till I've grown a bit, then we'll see how well you do.
I'm still going to be more advanced than you. Let's travel there and we can just go by the flute phone. We don't actually have to keep walking every single step of the way across Hogwarts, because it's just, well, that's just going to be a pain. If you want to ensure you can get everything, save it till the very end.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Huh. Are there
Any
any
other empty paintings like
things
this
like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Perhaps
If I
I'll
the
have a
time,
look.
I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Yeah, so do I.
Lumos!
Do come and find me.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
You can actually stay on the stairs
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
and do that.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
And just so you know, you do things like this. Go to quests. You can go to field guides. So now you need 8 of them, but I'm just going to do that. So these you have to follow the butterflies. These have to be found just in collection chests throughout the world. These, however, you have to go into bandit camps to loot them. Oh no, wait.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Mead, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
But you didn't, though, did you? So I had to come and do it for you, you dimwit. Right. So there is another side quest to do. I should warn you, if you choose Gryffindor, you're gonna have a lot of side quests to do. I mean, a lot of them.
Is everything all right?
Oh, Hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not
Someone's
all right.
at the door.
I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that. And now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
Sorry about that. There was a parcel. That's literally amazing.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did the meet tell you?
Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I'm sure he does.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I could use the charm.
Right. Down we go.
I'm going to have to use Accio. Got it. Only 4 more to go. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too. Huh?
Oh. Keep on running, keep on running.
Revelio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Yes, and hopefully. Cressida.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Unless you want your
This one.
classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
I'm only joking. Perhaps I'm not. I'm joking. I'm only
I
joking.
wouldn't do that to you, Cressida. Only trying to teach you to be a little more careful.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
Yes.
Thank goodness, some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
You just gotta be a bit more careful, that's all, Cressida. That's all I'm gonna say, is you gotta be a bit more careful. Right then. Down, down, down. Right. Oh, I didn't get that, so we can receive this. Now you can come all the way around here. Perfect. Right then, let's begin our quest.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Raymond. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will
I don't
meet
know
you
why
outside
we got to do more
momentarily
assignments.
to
Just
assign your
give,
first
just
one.
teach us
Now,
the spells so we can
regarding the
keep
trip
up.
to
Like
Hogsmeade I
simple.
mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Yeah, I would think so.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
So, what's the
I've
spellcraft
never
then?
heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
So there really is an Ollivander's
There's
here.
an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm ready to
I'm
go
eager
then.
to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Ooh, do we go with a friendly Slytherin? Or do we go with another Gryffindor? Well, Sebastian didn't get me into the dueling club. But Natty did technically give me a challenge in Charles class. I don't know how Natty can fare in a fight. I know Sebastian can fare pretty well in a fight. I've literally duelled with him. Ah, God. You know what? I think we need to return the favour to Sebastian if he gets us in the dueling club. And you know what? Just get him out
I'd
of
like to go
detention.
with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow's a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Speak to Professor Rowan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, reward you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be new charm, reparo, which is required to complete other quests. You can track assignments and their progress in the quests menu of your field guide. And let's give this cat a nice little smooth.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
What is the purpose of the tasks?
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Okay then. So as you can see, if we go here, gobs of gobstones. Welcome to Hogsmeade.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Got it.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
The mending charm Reparo can be used to mend broken objects and pieces of the environment.
That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, if you're gonna do stuff like that, best case scenario, do the side quests as you go.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll
Yep.
say.
I agree.
I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
You don't have any friends?
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
Well, I can't
I'll
make
see
any
what I can
promises.
do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Oh, yeah.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Scoundrels and rogues alike.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Come up here, and you can end up grabbing it here. But just one up there. So now we've got to go all the way down again. Then we've got to go down these stairs. And we're going all the way up. You can see how big this Hogwarts actually is.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Yep, this is a bit of a long walk up. Just imagine how much exercise one human being would get from all this.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Right, there's one right there.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Come all the way down, down, down. Nope. You can see the grand staircase is highly different to how we'd see it in the Harry Potter world of Hogwarts. When Harry Potter came to Hogwarts, it's different. Which makes a thought in my head to state that actually it is quite simple.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gob.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
Man, that's a
Sure,
wonderful
they'd be
idea.
willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together, laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Revelio.
Right then. Off to meet Sebastian. Off to meet Sebastian. All these different days.
Portrait was empty.
Oof. That was a hard fall. And jump. Ugh. Yes. Right, we're going this way. Get the Battle Tower courtyard.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Yes.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of
going to
Weasley,
fun.
she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Ah, lacewing flies. Well, so it's best to get some. Especially if I'm going to start doing potion stuff.
It's Beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look,
What's going on?
see for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Hippogriff.
Already seen the hippogriffs? Absolutely.
In fact,
To the left.
if you want, I will, display the subtitles for you guys so you actually know what's being said from now on. Don't really like the spectacles. Don't really wear any. So why would I want one of some in the game? Lacewing flies. Only I have 2 of these. Hang on, there's one I didn't get. Hang on, keep it going. Oh, here we go. Okay, so they're the wand handles.
Out of bounds for all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Death jewels.
And you'd like to share it with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Yeah, let's hope, because honestly, I'm not up for any of that.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
And I wonder why.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
That's right.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade Village. He has a hogs for the sign of it. It's brimming with different sites, shops and other points of interest that you can navigate using your field guide map. So the Hogsmeade map, Hogshead, shows shops like J. Pippin's Potions, the Tombs and Scrolls, the Magic Neep, and of course, Ollivanders, and points of interest, such as the Hog's Head, Zonko's Joke Shop, and yes, everybody's favourite place, the 3 Broomsticks. You can track any deeds by highlighting an icon and press an X. Press circle to exit the Hogsmeade map. Just do that, and then exit the map. Some quests have open objectives and no compass path. Set a personal waypoint from the map to track your own locations. West Hogsmeade.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the Dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dippy seeds?
Yes.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Yeah, so standard, you want to just get rid of all the standard stuff. So then you don't actually have to worry about that. Okay, so we want to run all the way back, around here. We want to come up here, and enter here.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
To J. Pippin's Potions. Let's see what you got from guitar.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything.
I will
But for
keep
now,
that in mind.
Let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Well, I only need two. That's the Adurus potion and the Wiggenweld potion. If you
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory. Or
Maxima
come back another
potion,
time if you're in a
Invisibility
rush
potion,
today.
Thunderbrew potion, and the Focus potion. Now, I actually, believe it or not, pre-ordered this game. So that means if we go to collections and go to potions, I do have the Felix Felicis, or Liquid Luck as it's also known. The Adurus potion and the Wiggenweld potion. To come over here, we have Destiny Seeds. I still need the wand to access that main wand handle bit. Because we need to go to we need to visit the tombs and scrolls first before we go to get the wand, because the wand is the most unique part.
An inquiring mind.
Hello.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here. Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest. Creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity. But that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I
Sounds both robotic, the voice, but oh
are
well.
incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
So I just need the small potions and the small pot.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
I could buy a lot more of these, but obviously, with them all being pretty much expensive except for one, I'm not going to even attempt to do anything. Thank you, sir. So if we come here, we can go to collections, we then go to conjurations, and we can do that, which is all part of the same quest. We'll come down here, we're going back up to the man himself. So, here we go.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish.
Really swish it. Hiya! Oh dear. Oh god.
Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry.
Not to worry.
No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh goodness.
Oh god. Hey! Back to the shelf for you. As you always know, it's the one that chooses the wizard or witch, not the other way around.
Where are you?
You pick the wand, but if the wand doesn't like you, it will not choose you.
There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Take it. It's your thing, mate. So this is what it would look like, but I'm going to just alter it.
How intriguing. Curious indeed.
I mean, you can get a proper soft spiral. You can get a classic wand.
Intriguing.
But I prefer this kind of one because it's like an interesting wood type. Slightly springy, unyielding, quite bendy. let's give it unyielding. We'll make it.
Intriguing.
We can choose the wood, so starting from the very end. So we've got the yew wood, willow wood, walnut wood, vine wood, get it? Vine wood, sycamore wood, spruce wood, silver lime wood, rowan wood, red oak wood, poplar wood, pine wood, pear wood, maple wood, laurel wood, larch wood, hornbeam wood, hollywood, get it? Hollywood, hazelwood, hawthorn wood, fir wood, English oak wood, elm wood, elder wood, ebony wood, dogwood, ebony wood, dogwood, cypress wood, chestnut wood, cherry wood, cedar wood, black walnut wood, blackthorn wood, beech wood, aspen wood, ash wood, apple wood, alder wood, acacia wood. You know what? Let's go elder wood.
How intriguing.
Elder wood. Right, cool. So, if you click on them, you can pick it, and then it will, and keep clicking, and eventually it will describe what it is. So, unicorn hair.
A unicorn hair wand is most reliable and faithful to its owner.
The phoenix.
Phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative.
And the dragon heartstring.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
You know what? Let's go for the phoenix.
Yes, indeed.
14.5 inches, unyielding, phoenix feather, and elder. I'm happy with that.
What do you think?
Clearly it likes it.
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Of course.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
So, let's do that then. Then let's go then.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed from your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Oh dear.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
But yes. Dodge.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually. What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done.
Oh, that's bad.
He's bolstering. You want him to do the job.
And L1R1 to go to invoking ancient magic. And 3, 2, 1. Boom. See you later, God. Stupid ass troll.
Goodness, a second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Am I right?
Oh,
We were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Leviosa. Reparo.
I'll go and see what's in there.
Okay, so you can actually activate that even before you get to a certain point in the game.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Reparo.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Seems simple enough. Let's go and see what this guy
Mr. Hill was
wants.
just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes. In thanks for what you did today.
Okie dokie. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Ah. Well, yeah, thank you very much, my good sir.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
Let's go then.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escape
And yes,
injury.
Thanks to this one.
That Sirona
Single-handedly took down a troll.
is
right?
a transgender.
Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the 2 of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on
Honestly,
that
yeah.
note, I think we should head back to the castle.
No, I think you might actually be right.
I'm certainly glad Serona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
No, you're right. You need to go. Let's go. So, we're now at level 5.
Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
I'm craving hearty heat.
Wow, why am I doing that when I could just... I want to go to the charms classroom since, well, reasons.
Couldn't agree more. Not to mention, it exposes us to their backward way of thinking.
Talking about muggleborns again?
Yes, and how they shouldn't be allowed at Hogwarts.
I heard one talking about sewing a sock the other day. How utterly revolting.
Completely barbaric.
Some are quite clever, you know. A few quite talented authors. A couple even write books on magic.
How absurd! As if anyone hailing from a muggle could write the first thing about magic. The sheer audacity.
They're very good with Christmas decorations.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I do like a few of their carols. Although they get all the facts wrong and clearly think any sort of vision is an angel.
Suppose they don't mind the old Cornish pasty. Seen some unusual cats in that region too.
Saw one tear his coat in London once. Muggle, that is. Felt awful to not be able to help him with a mending charm. Not that I would have, of course.
I should hope not. They can't be trusted. Except with Cornish pasties, I suppose.
Thomas Brown has some books by Muggles.
Shan't be going there again.
Saw a recipe book last time I was there. the tomes and scrolls.
A recipe book?
Do you think they'd have one for the pasty?
Well, that was an interesting conversation.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map? Count me in.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Any idea where to
Where do you
start?
suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Perhaps I'll have a look.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Right. I have a very good idea to where I've got to start my investigation first.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
And yes, I know what you're all about to say.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
This stairwell looks promising. This looks like the portrait from the map. And where's the treasure? There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Oh yeah, talk to her.
You seem excited about something.
The Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you
Of course.
do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Well, first, let's actually go back to the charms room.
More like he doesn't like you.
Balthasar loves me. I'm his best friend.
And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uplands.
Find anything yet?
Speak
Hello,
to him.
Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
The Daedalian keys are, and you'll see what these things are in just a second, because I've got to go and find them. You can see how high and annoying this entire thing is. That's what the Daedalian key.
I wonder where it might lead me.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Pick up that letter.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Yes.
There we go. Got it.
An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
Well, I can just go back here. Which is fine because I can just walk and run and jump and hide and do
One
whatever.
of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant. What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like a Gryffindor house token. I bet it unlocks our house chest. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in our common room and heard there are also in the other common rooms. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on.
Right, back to the Gryffindor common room, common room, common room.
I should see this through and find the Gryffindor house chest.
So as you can see, there are 16 of them. But of course,
She's right. Thank you. Well, it's their own fault for saving them.
make a run for it, make a run for it. Yeah, it says, Professor Fig, as if my schedule wasn't congested enough, the Ministry has charged me with arranging the rather inconvenient arrival of a new student at Hogwarts, a 5th year if you can believe. Professor Weasley insists that they will need an escort and a mentor to help them acclimatise before term begins. I have assigned the task to you. Please see Professor Weasley for details. Professor Phineas Nigerius Black, Headmaster.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me.
Yeah.
I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Right. Professor's assignment. Right, running all the different ways. For all this time, there's nothing here for you, or what we always say. Every time it is. Professor
I'm
Hickett.
here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Right then. Yes, we have to go back to Lucan. And
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Cross the Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
nah, I'm doing this alone.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed? Apologies in advance.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
And Jess, you can actually talk to them.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
I'm just preparing you guys for what you could end up facing.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
I am indeed.
Wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Ha!
That's it! Excellent fall!
Now, this is where this gets harder. You've got to do a Leviosa. 1, 2, 3. Accio. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you learn Incendio, that's when it gets harder.
I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignments all fit.
It's a stupid troll. Defense against the dark arts. Yeah.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Right then. So let's continue going in.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement.
Of course.
Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work. Practice in the classroom before you go.
Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself. Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Well, I think we've got enough practice with that for now. So the Dalian key. Get back here, you piece of shit. Gotcha. So, gotta go this way. Though there is a quest down there.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need.
Oh, Jesus.
See, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Surely you're joking. You can't possibly be afraid of a puffskein.
It may seem irrational to you, but my experience with them has been most upsetting. They eat bogies, you know. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Yeah, you would be.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
And there's Professor Garlic. Back to key a sexy ass witch.
What are you up to now?
Right then.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Let's enter.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Fortunately, I don't think it does.
Lumos.
To have that.
Incendio. Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind. Incendio.
The two there.
I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Incendio.
Great, we're going to exit into the greenhouses. Right then. Just teleport back there, it's simple. Like, just use the flu network.
Have you found anything to, prove?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Right then. Good. Professor Fig Carlson. So we're just going to come into here. Good, we're going to have to wait.
Ah, there you are.
Here I am. Are you alright, Professor? You're not acting like your natural self.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hackett.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
Yeah, Nigelius.
That man is exasperating.
Phileas Nigelius Black is a bit of a stressful headmaster.
But Professor, we have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
No, I'll meet Sebastian. He'll know
Sebastian
what to.
mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
I just said that, you blithering dimwit. Sebastian boy.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Son of a bitch.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
So as you can see, Slytherin and Gryffindor don't really like each other, and yet you can still make a friend. Now we're in something called the Red Zone.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
I'll be quieter than a jobber.
Right, the pass, one for prefect. And the pass 2.
Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get it. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book?
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the cliff. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
These chests you can walk over So you can see they see you, they shut the locks up. Otherwise, they'll keep them unlocked, which you have to approach disillusionment style. Looks like I'm gonna need to have one of these.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Ooh, yes.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. That's it.
So, if we look... Absolutely nothing. But we look through here and it literally... we go in... down and constantly just round in circles. Get these chests.
Where might this lead?
So, we just got to keep moving forward. Didn't even know that was a thing.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Boom. Okay, best thing for this.
Lumos.
Let's get the Lumos charm out. So you know which direction you're going in. Oh bloody hell, nearly fell off. Oh shit. Okay, I've actually forgot that's what can happen.
Lumos.
I have to make sure I've got this. Jump. There we go.
This must be the way forward, but to where? Lumos. Lumos.
So we just got to keep running.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
The Star-Lord.
It is a book after all.
Well, yeah, no shit. Pensive. In we go. Simple as that.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
But yes.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Well, this is a bit awkward. Return to Professor. Down, 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 down.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense. It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah,
Fig, you have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Of course it was.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing.
Oh dear.
It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Oh dear.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day.
Of course it is.
But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
So yes, now we've got to go to herbology.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Don't know why it was going up.
I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
I kind of get that. Right. Accio. Incendio.
Good one.
Told you, it's gonna get a lot harder. One, two, three. Complete the spell combination before the dummy hits the ground. Get wrecked.
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan.
Speaking about that.
Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Absolutely. Let's get on with it.
I'll go it alone.
Then let's get started.
There's gonna be four of them.
That's the spirit.
There might be four of you, and there might only be one of me, but...
Is that all you've got?
Oh! Oh! Oh, that's going hurt.
There goes my wager.
Some big hits that round.
Ha, even not even four can bring me down.
Victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just getting started.
I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Shame it's over. I was just getting started.
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
Could you remind me how the Daedalian keys work again?
When you spot or hear a flying key, you're to follow it back to its cabinet. Inserting it in the lock is the tricky part. I hope you follow some. If you open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
You can't be beat, can you?
You can't be beat, can you? Clearly not.
The best duelist won, I suppose.
Ah, why are you getting grumpy, Wumpy? She's getting grumpy. Bitch, she's getting grumpy. Bitch. Successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodging and rolling. Looks like I'm going to the Forbidden Forest then. Great adventure reassemble. Ensemble. Hang on. Top of the class scarf. Legendary cape. You do that, and you can change the appearance. And then you can just take it off. Rightio.
I don't expect to be thwarted by my old allies. I don't expect to have some of my plans unraveled by the Shall we finish what we started? Oh, still, you little weasel! I'll spot you like a street! Yes! Admirable strength. No, too hard. Ricky, little taste. What have you done?
Ha! Big fat load of good you are, ain't ya? Can't even seem to do me in. Come in here and attend to the class. Oh my god, what the hell is going on with my bow? What the hell?
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice. Expelliarmus, you seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
I have another lot of HP. And if we go into here, and then go into gear, it tells you we've got 350 health now. That is right, 350 health.
Still at it, I see.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl.
Oh,
I can
God.
tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigella's Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds horrible.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position.
Oh,
you
Christ.
may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
That is true.
Expelliarmus.
Enough practice. Also, I want to save the game, yeah. Right, shall we go into our first herbology lesson with the all sexy ass and pretty cute herbology teacher. As you might suspect, she's not even here. Dear Professor Garlic, how very thoughtful of you. And to remember that strawberries are my favourite. They're as sweet as they can be. It's no wonder muggles love them so much. Everything you cultivate seems to be of such high quality, from bitter root to berries. I do hope that my darling niece can learn this skill whilst under your tutelage. Lenora so adores you, as do all of your students, I'm sure. Warmest regards always, Eleanor Everly. Well, that is one of the greatest ones I've ever read. Oh, there's the cutie herself.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Oh, hello.
The embarrassment.
Please welcome the newest rose in our
Oh,
class.
it's embarrassing. I mean,
Look forward to growing together.
so how she's cute and she embarrasses you in a way of such little pointments.
This year will be filled with enchantment and
If I was anyone else, oh, the embarrassment would be cringe. It would have been cringe.
the prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Prepare for any earphones users. I am so sorry. Turn down the volume because this is gonna be loud as hell. There's so much going on. Get him, repot it.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
I'm sorry, she's just cute.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I should think Professor Garlic would be more careful with her mandrakes.
He's not amused.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Can we talk to anyone? Yes, we can.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Okay, uniqueness. Okay, cutie, give me it.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Honestly, I nearly did go deaf.
Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Oh, well, that's great big fat load you saying.
Thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Don't you help me, Professor?
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Fair enough.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Well, that's quite epic.
Sebastian in this place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. You know that, of course.
That's true. It's a Gryffindor. We don't fight dirty. We fight with true dignity.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that. Anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Of course, Leander. You what?
that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
She loves it.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my...
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
I'm just going to save it with this very one moment. This is a beautiful moment to preserve. I have to pen 10 potions. Crap. I love you, alright? Professor Garlic, I love you. You're adorable. Right, there, I've said it. You are an adorable female. And I would get so much of you if I wanted to. Eventually you'll be able to talk, so it'll be fine. Well then. It's gonna be quick. Boom. The more you do, the quicker it comes. The harder they'll be.
Was it Auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
Right, let's see. Yeah, see what I mean? It's a lot harder than you think. Gotcha. Finally. Begin quest.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in
handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp.
The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Just so you know.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Add hot lump juice. Stir. Perfect.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Of course, Professor.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Dude, shut your fucking mouth. No one was talking to you.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Yeah, he ain't got no bloody clue.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Huh.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Okay, so if you do, this actually determines what Sharp says to you after the lesson. If you do, he doesn't like it, but he will accept your honesty if you don't, he even says, well, you did well to not fall for the trap. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Can you remind me what you needed again?
I was hoping you could get me a Fwooper feather from Sharp's office. It's the last ingredient I need to complete my potion.
Your potion should not be that color.
No, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna. There's Mongrel first, what I need. Borgen and Burr. Okay. Ashwinder eggs.
Keep your potion stations organized. Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Well, my friend, we're gonna have an endurance potion.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Dragon's Dark! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I'll take that.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Look at that whole pump juice. Shit.
That was an interesting class.
Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. Well, for certain you'd have helped.
I'm glad I avoided trouble. Sharp certainly seemed upset with you.
His bark's worse than his bite. I think deep down he respects my artistic spirit. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
I hope so. I don't want to be coming over and cleaning the old mess up, mate.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Well done, Gav. You've just upset more than just one person today, you blithering idiot. He is a bit of an idiot. Fluxweed stem. Hawk laugh. Okay, that's fine. Mongrel fur and Ashwinder eggs. And before you ask, yes, Ashwinder's actually puke up the eggs. And no, I am not actually joking. But that will be it for today. I'm actually quite proud of how I've done. Bloody hours, you know, for 3 hours already. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. That way, you always know when I'm going to be uploading. If you put the notification bell on, you'll always be notified with my next video. And of course, I will see you guys in my next video. And until that point, bye!